So to understand a little bit more about panic and fear, I want to explain to you how it works from the point of view of the model I use, which is the anthroposophically based model of psychotherapy. It's a fourfold model. A human being actually has a physical body. We don't have to debate that. You'll all agree with me. A physical body. Now, it's the physical body that keeps us healthy and alive. Physical body doesn't exist by itself. Around the physical body we have what's called the life force. In different cultural traditions it has different names. The chi force, the pranic force, the vital essences, the vital force. Now this body is a blueprint of the physical body, and it's the body that governs our rhythmical things like digestion, our hormonal systems, our breathing system, our circulatory system, and it's what keeps us alive. It's like the physical body on a finer layer. This is the body where, for example, if someone loses a leg, they can still feel their leg there, as if it's still there. This is the body that you all know. You might have heartbreak, and you say, oh, I felt like my heart's breaking. You go to the doctor, and he says, there's nothing wrong with your heart. It's because of this body, which is a template of the physical body, and it's the body that breathes out for us. And when it's healthy and large, we're healthy and happy. When this body is strong and robust because we eat well and we sleep well and we digest our food well and we're not in a chemical environment, we're involved in artistic activities, we have a lot of nature experience, then we're going to feel good. Around this body is what we would call, in the anthroposophical model, the astral body, but it's really the layers of our lower mind states. All our feelings and our thoughts are stored here in what's called the astral body, or it could be called the lower mind states. This is like a template. Keeps everything that's ever happened to you stored there, because the human being is nothing but a pattern of energy. The physical body being densest, the life force being a little higher density, then this becomes a finer vibration. And of course, through all of this, we then of course have our highest consciousness, our spirit or our breath, which should permeate all of this. And this becomes the place of our spirit, our higher mind, our creative center, our I, that can take control of the world and has insight. It's the place of insight. Operates very strongly from the frontal lobe. Okay, so we've got these energetic patterns moving around us. And we have a dialogue going on all day between the life force, which carries vital force, and the lower mind, which carries all our traumas. So it's a bit like this: breathing out, life force breathing in the trauma body. Breathing out, life force breathing in. And the two exist in a pattern. One pushing out, one clasping in. One pushing out, one cramping in. And when it's in balance, we're fine. However, what happens is if this becomes overloaded, there's too much emotional drama going on, then the breathing out isn't strong enough, and the breathing is too strong. And so the life force becomes constricted. Now, if the life force also gets run down because you're not eating properly, you're not sleeping properly, you're just physically exhausted, you'll have a real problem. Because when the life force collapses, let's just say the life force collapses around here somewhere, then all the imprints of your trauma start to go directly into the physical body. There's no longer padding between the imprints of your trauma and your difficulties and your physical body. And at that moment, given the right configuration constitutionally, the person experiences panic attacks. You feel like the fear's in the body and you start to shake. You feel shaky. The breath becomes wobbly. And this is because there's too much material in there. So it's very important to understand that panic and fear are not just in your head. Panic and fear are actually experiences in the physical body of your unprocessed trauma material, which may come from earlier in your life, hitting your physical body. And that's why you can have a trauma at 5 years old and not have a panic attack till you're 35 around it. Because your life force is very vital. Life force doesn't stay the same all your life. And then at 35 you get illness, you start to burn out your life force. Of course, mid-40s, the life force starts to decline for everyone. And suddenly those imprints of trauma start to hit the physical body. People with very vibrant life forces might go to their 80s before the trauma and the imprints of their early life start to cause them fear and panic. So it's really important to understand, in order to deal with fear and panic, you've got two tasks. The first one is to strengthen your life force. That means good rest, good organic food that's not chemicalized. That means lots of fresh air, good gentle exercise, sunshine, being in nature. Water, the ocean is very healing for this body. Rhythmical lifestyles, a reduction in your exposure to electromagnetic radiation and all their devices like mobile phones and microwaves and televisions and computers, because these all eat up your life force. Arts also help to enlarge your life force and to make it larger. If you can enlarge your life force, then you push away the traumatic imprints and you lower the level of anxiety or stress. Drugs, of course, erode the life force, so they're not your ideal option. Then, of course, the second job is to go here to the lower mind where the imprint of trauma is stored and to transform it energetically. And you need to, this can be done through somatic therapy, through holistic counselling, like we offer at Sophia College, www.sophiacollege.com. We have a website with counsellors all around the country. And you can actually find ways of actually identifying the particular imprint and removing it. But let me tell you, if you want to transform an imprint so that it's no longer traumatic, but it's giving you life force and health, regardless of what methodology you use to find it, you have to do something with your body. It's not enough to think in your head, oh, well, now I understand that I have this imprint of fear because when I was 5, I was left abandoned at the football game and the family went home, or I thought they'd gone home and I thought I was left for life. That's not enough. You actually have to do something with your physical body, because there's a double sheath between the life force and the physical body. And in order for you to change something here in the lower mind, it's got to move through the life force into the physical body. And to get over that double sheath, you have to do something with your body to heal it. Breathe in the positive image of a child being reconnected to its parents. Draw it. Do it with colour. Make it with clay. Make a poem about it. Make a song about it. Paint something. Create a collage. Do some movement, gesture, dance to recreate the positive imprint that you would like to replace it in that part of your body. This is critical in the transformation of all states of fear, anxiety and panic. You need to do something with the bodily gestures, because our emotional states are not stuck in our head. They are embedded in our bodily cell memory, and we need to convert those from fearful, traumatic and anxious to those that are uplifting, positive, inspiring and contain the image of the health that we want to have in our lives.